Adam Thomas allegedly ripped up his crown and threw it to the ground after David Haye goaded him in unseen footage from the I'm A Celeb final. The All-Stars series, which has been plagued with bullying rows and controversial spats between feuding castmates, Adam, Jimmy Bullard and David, descended into chaos last night. Adam, 37, who was voted the winner, had the opportunity to speak to Jimmy, after allegedly calling him the C-word in an explosive clash when the footballer called him a celebrity in one of the trials, which left Adam in danger of going home. The clash became so heated that Gemma Collins and Sunita stormed off stage as Jimmy went around each campmate to ask if they thought Adam's behavior was aggressive and abusive. Now it has been claimed that in unseen footage from the night, Adam ripped his crown off his head and threw it to the ground. The move allegedly came after David goaded Adam, according to The Sun, with the boxer reportedly telling the Emmerdale actor, "You're not a worthy winner." In response, Adam reportedly said, "This is bullying." Elsewhere the publication claimed Gemma, a close friend of Adam, called David a nasty BD and said the boxer and footballer Jimmy were an embarrassment to reality TV. The Daily Mail has contacted ITV and representatives for Adam, David and Gemma for comment. The claims come as Adam's wife Caroline shared a cryptic post on Instagram where she referred to one hell of a night last night. Sharing an array of snaps from their trip to London, Caroline wrote, "Chapter 36 didn't quite start the way I'd hoped, 4 trains, and a 2.5-hour taxi to get to London, and one hell of a night last night, but here we are, onwards and upwards, sparkles emoji. Very thankful for 2 nights in one of my favorite hotels with my love, red heart emoji, oh and lots of room service and tea." Viewers watched as Tawi Alam Gemma followed Sunita in leaving the set as Jimmy accused Adam of being abusive, aggressive and intimidating during an expletive row during the pre-recorded show last year. That Oi Boy hitmaker seemingly threw her support behind Jimmy as she told the audience, "Guys, you weren't there, I was there and it was aggressive and abusive, we were shaking." Jimmy admitted he had to leave for personal reasons and that if he didn't say I'm a celebrity in the challenge, he would not have received his full pay. "Listen, Adam and all of you can be upset with me and I absolutely threw him under the bus, I get it and I'll wear that," Jimmy said. "But what I don't stand on, is someone being abusive, aggressive and intimidating. I don't stand on that." Welcoming Ant and Dec to share their opinion on the matter, Jimmy said, "You, pointing to the hosts, were there and you didn't show any of that footage. You didn't show any of the C-bombs, it's a liberty." Jimmy fumed. Ant argued, "The reason we didn't air the C-bomb is because that is unbroadcastable. I was there and I didn't think it was intimidating. I was there, Jim." During Adam's opportunity to speak, he said, "I take full responsibility for my actions and yes, emotions were definitely running high in that moment. I have nothing but love for Jimmy in that moment. I have apologized to Jimmy on numerous occasions and I do take everything that he is saying into account and the only thing I can do is apologize. That is not how I want to show myself off and I have never shown myself off like that before or after that. I do apologize, Jimmy." "Funny way of showing it," David interjected before Ant and Dec furiously told him to stop interrupting. David continued, "I like to say how I see it, I like to keep it real and what I have seen is a lot of editing to make this poor guy, pointing to Adam, the victim so the people will support him. We all had banter back and forth, a lot of it was cut out from their side. But I think it is time for the truth." This week, Adam revealed he was receiving therapy on his At Home with the Thomas Brothers podcast, as he emotionally said his feud with boxer David fed with him. Breaking down in tears, Adam said, "It was like being back in school again and although it wasn't physical bullying or anything like that, and I'm not saying it's bullying, but he was just mind-effing me. And I just never stuck up for myself whilst I was in there and I was like bro, I wish I stuck up for myself. That was beating me up more than anything." He continued, "I'm not the same person, like I know for a fact I am not the same person as I was when I went into the jungle to when I came out. It's changed me and that's no over-exaggeration. I'm in therapy now because, Like it's effed with me mentally because I just thought, how is this happening? I'm a 37-year-old man. I'm like, how am I letting some other person do this to me in here? David has continued to take swipes at Adam, including a vile social media jibe as well as claiming the dad of two was paid between £20 to £25k per day for his appearance on the ITV show.